Hello, let's continue my Sudoku study series with Fire Escape by Bremster. So in this puzzle we have typical 9x9 Sudoku rules. We have to place the numbers 1 through 9 in every row, column, and 3x3 box. We also have outside, which is a rule set I've never dealt with before. Digits outside the grid must appear in one of the first 3 cells of that row or column as seen from that direction. Okay, so over here we have a 5, so the 5 has to appear in the first 3 cells from this direction. Over here, this obviously means 7 and 8 appear in these first 3 cells because obviously there's not the number 78 in this puzzle. So 7 and 8 have to appear somewhere in here, up here, 8 and 9 have to appear somewhere in here, and down here 3 has to appear somewhere in these first 3 cells from the bottom. So that seems fairly straightforward. There should be a link to the puzzle in the description if you'd like to try it, and I'm going to go ahead and get started. Okay, I think the best thing to do is look where there's overlaps between the horizontal numbers and the vertical numbers. Like we have to have a 6 in here and a 6 in here, so that makes this cell the only spot where there can be a 6. And then we have a 5 here and a 5 here, so this has to be a 5. We have a 3 here and a 3 here, so this has to be the 3. We have a 4 here and a 4 here, so there's a 4. We have a 2 here and a 2 here, so this has to be the 2. Okay, this is moving along nicely. We need to have a 1 in here. We don't have any overlaps with that one. Did I get all the numbers? I have the 2, 3, I have the 4, 5, I have the 6, I don't have the 7, so 7 has to go somewhere in here. I have the 5, 6, I have the 3, 4, I don't have the 1, but I already have that corner marked. Okay. Do we have any? Well, we can't do overlaps with this one because these numbers up here won't reach down here. They won't reach down here. So none of the numbers on the outside are going to go in this middle box here. All right, so let's go down here to the bottom. We have an 8 that needs to go in here and an 8 needs to go in here. So the only overlap is right here. We don't have a 9, we don't have a 1. So that doesn't help us out. Do we have any overlaps between these ones? These ones, obviously, since there's only a single digit, are a lot less overlapped. But we do have a 6. 6 has to go right here. And then up here, do we have overlaps? We have a 5 here and a 5 here, so that means the 5 has to go here. If I can hit the right key, 7 and 7 have to go here. We don't have a 6, we don't have an 8, we don't have a 1 or a 9, all right. But that removes the 7 from there, so that means the only spot left over here for the 7 is right there. So we're down to 3 digits for this column, or not column, for this region. That's 1, 8, 9. Oh, 8 can't go here. Okay, so that just makes this a 9. Nice. Makes that a 1, 8 pair, so that removes 1, 8 from the rest of this row. So this 8 has to go in one of these 2 spots. This 1 for this number has to go in one of these 2 spots. And the 2, actually, because we already have a 2, so that makes this a 1, 2 pair. The 9 can't go here, so the 9 has to go in one of these 2. The 3 and the 4 can't go here, and they need to go somewhere in this column, so they have to go in these 2 spots. We got another pair there. Nice. 5 has to go somewhere up here, just from basic Sudoku. I can't forget about the basic Sudoku. I have a bad habit of forgetting about basic Sudoku when I'm looking at the other rules. We need a 6 somewhere in here, and it can't go here, because that's 6, so there's a 6. Which means 6 has to go somewhere in one of these 2 spots. 9 can't go here, so 9 has to go in one of these 2. 1 has to go in one of these 2. 8 obviously has to go in one of these 2. Okay. Seven is going in here. That means for this box, 7 is going to go over here. And it's actually not going to go here because we need a 7 and 8 over here somewhere. So the 7 is going to go in one of these 2 spots. I have to remember to look at when I'm corner marking from basic Sudoku, just remembering, even if I don't have these ones marked over here, that it is going to remove whatever these numbers are from the rest of these rows after the first 3 spots. We have a 2, 3 pointing down here, and we need a 2 and a 3 in one of these 3 spots, so that leaves only these 2 cells, so that's a 2, 3 pair. Do you have anything else like that, where we have the same numbers in the column and they match up with the number on the outside? We can place a 7. 7 looks down. We need a 7 in one of these two, so this is a 7. 9 is going to go in one of these two, which means 9 has to go in one of these two, and we need a 9 in here, so this 9 goes right here. Seven has to go right here because these two 7s look, remove it from one of those 2 spots. So this is a 7. And then 8's going to go in here. One has to go in one of these two. We only have 4 digits left for here. I wonder if we can match them up with any of these numbers. We need a 1, 4, 5, 6. Okay. 1 can't go here. We can possibly put the 4 here, or we could still put the 4 up here. The 5 and the 6. One of them is probably going here. Not sure which one. Or either of them. They could both go here, and then these two could go here. It's possible. All right, I don't know enough about that to really go further with it, so let's move on. Maybe we can find some other easier stuff out. All right, do we have overlaps between any of these other numbers? We've got a 5 looking down here, so 5 goes in one of these two. See, 2 is going to go in here. 2 can go in any of those 3 spots. 6 has to go here, actually. Yeah, because 6 is removed from those 2 spots, so this is a 6. Let's see. We do have a lot of 6s out here. 6 can't go in here, so 6 has to go in one of these two. And 6 is going down here somewhere. See, this 5 is pointing up. We have these two 5s. I already have the 5's corner marked up there. Okay. What about this 2? Does this 2 help us out with anything? I mean, we already have the 1, 2 marked up here, which means 2 has to go in one of these two, but it can't go here because of this 2, 3 pair. So that means 2 has to go... Wait up, that doesn't work. Because we need a 2 going in here. So where does the 2 go in this box? It can't go here. Can't go here. Can't go here or here. Oh, okay, I don't know why I said 2 had to go in one of these two. It can go in one of these 3. And it actually has to go here, because 2, yeah, it can't go here in any of these rows, because of this 2, 3, and this 2. And then these 2's look down, and these, whatever 2 goes in here is going to look up. So yeah, that puts a 2 right here. Okay. I thought I had made a mistake there, but I just, for whatever reason, I didn't think of that top box when I said 2 had to go in here. All right. Do you have any other overlaps like that between the opposite sides? So that can kind of maybe help place numbers in here. Let's see, 5 doesn't overlap. We already have the 2. The 6 doesn't overlap. The 3 overlaps with this one, so 3 has to go... 3 can't go here because of this 3. 3 is going to go in here, so this has to be a 4. This is a 3. All right. 5 overlaps here. 5 can't go down here, but I already have the 5's corner marked up here, so that doesn't really matter. Oh, and I already have the 5. So that takes care of that, doesn't it? All right, these two 7s look in now. Oh, with this 4 here, we can place the 7 right here. All right. Because it can't go here because that's a 1, 2 pair. So this is a 7, which leaves this the only spot left for the 8. I think, right? Why do I have the 8 corner marked here? Why couldn't the 8 go here? Oh, because of the 1, 8 pair here. That's right. All right, so this is an 8, which means this can't be an 8, which means this is an 8 here. All right. So what do we need left for this row? We need a 1, a 2, and a 3. Can we place any of those? We can't, but I'll just mark them in here anyway. We know the 3 is going in one of these 2 spots. And then the 3 is already placed in this box. All right. Only need 4 digits left for this row. We need a 1, 2, 6, 9. 6 can't go here and it can't go here, so this is a 6. So this is 1, 2, 9. And this is 1, 2, 9. Which means we have a 1, 2, 3, 9 quadruple here. What's the only number we don't have? That's a 4. Yeah, these 4s are looking in here, so this is a 4. Actually, yeah, 9 can't go here because we need the 9 to go in one of these 2 spots. So there's a 9 here. All right. So this 9 looks down. We're going to need a 9 in one of these 2 spots, which removes 9 from here. Actually, I could have removed 9 from there. I just didn't realize. I just didn't think about this 9 pointing all the way over. So that leaves this the only spot for the 9 in this box. See here. We've got 4 pointing up, 6. We already have the 6. We have 7 pointing up, so we can't put a 7 in here, but I already had that corner marked. All right. So there's a 1, 2 pair. There's a 5, 9 pair. Oh, there's the only spot left for a 9 because we needed a 9. That's right. So there's a 9 and a 5. So this 5 points down. 5 can't go in here because of this 5, 6 over here. Oh, this 5 is going to, we need a 5 somewhere in here, and it can't go here. So the 5 is going to go in one of these 2 spots, which means 5 is going to go over here on this side. And it's not going to go here because these pointing 5's over here. Okay. So we have the 2's pointing down. 2 can't go down here. We need 2 in one of these 2 spots. 5, 6's, 6 can't go here or in here. So 6 is going to go in one of these 2 spots. One's going to go in here. Oh, yeah, the pointing 1 from the very beginning. So this can't be a 1. This is an 8. This is a 1. All right. Which makes this an 8, and this is a 1. Can delete those. So we have the 1, the 9. We have the 7, the 8. We have the 2 and the 3 marked here, but obviously we don't know which one is which. But we basically have them placed. This column is down to 3 numbers, which are 2, 3, and 6. This can't be a 2 or a 3, so this is a 6. That makes this a 6. All right, so this is the other 2, 3 for the column. We only have 2 digits left over here, which are a 5, which can't go here because we need the 5 in here somewhere. In fact, it has to go right here. So that means this is the 5, and we only have 1 digit left for the column, which is a 4. All right, this is the only spot left for a 5 in this box. We have a singular digit left here, which is also a 4. Okay. Moving along quite nicely, I would say. Do we have any others? We still need the 5. We still need the 2 in here somewhere. We have the 6. We have the 6. Don't have the 9 yet. What about the 2? Nope, don't have the 2 yet. 4 has to go in one of these 2. 7 has to go in one of these 2. What's the other digit left for this box? Oh, it's just 1, 2, 3. Okay. This is a 1 or a 3. Can't be a 2 because of this 2 here. And this actually has to be a 3 because we need a 3 and a 4 in these boxes. So this is a 3, which makes this a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 2. 2 is the only number that, or it's not the only number that can still go there. That's the only box that a 2 can still go. That's how I should phrase that. All right. So we have all the numbers on the left side here. We have almost all the numbers over here on the top. We still have this 1, 2. We basically know where they go, but and this has to be a 1 now that I realize it because we needed a 1 up here. This could never be a 1. This could never be a 1. I was forgetting about that. So this is a 1, 2, and 3. That makes this a 2 and 1. All right, now we're done with the top. All right, so we could probably do some basic Sudoku stuff here. 1 can't go down here over here. That's not resolved. 1 can't go in these spots. About 3 is going to look up. We have a 3 looking down, so 3 needs to go over here, and it can't go here, so this is a 3 up here. For the column, we only need 3 more numbers, which are a 1, 4, and 6. 1 can't go here, so there's a 4, 6. 6 can't go here, so there's a 1, 4. And a 6 can't go here, so this is also a 1, 4. All right, so this is just a 6 down here. Can we place any 6s? I think we can. Yeah, this is the only spot for a 6 in this box now because of this 6 pointing down, the 6 points up, and we have this 6 and this 6. All right. Let's see. We need a 9 in here somewhere. 9's going to have to go down here, which places a 9 in one of these 2 spots. In fact, this is a triple up here. We need a 1, 5, and 9. 5 can't go here, so this is 1, 9. This is 1, 5, 9, and this is just a 5 because we already have the 1 and the 5 removed. All right. What about vertically here? We need a 2, 3, 7, 8. Any of them can still go here. Oh no, 7 can't go here actually because the 7's going in one of these 2 spots. So this is 2, 3, 8. This can't be a 2 or a 3, so this is 7, 8. This can't be a 2, so this is 3, 7, 8. And this can't be a 7 or an 8, so this is 2, 3. Let's see, a 2 can't go here, but it could still go here, so 2 is going in one of these 2 spots. See, what about the 3? We need a 3 in one of these 2. We already have the 6. We already have the 7. All right. Well, we kind of know where the 7 goes. There's probably just a lot of basic Sudoku stuff I have to do. So let's look at that. So 4 can't go here or here. It's still go in one of these 3. What are the digits we need left for this row? We need a 1, 5, 7, 8. This can't be a 1 or a 5, so this is a 7 or an 8. This could be any of them, 1, 5, 7, or 8. This can't be a 5, so this is 1, 7, 8. Oh, there's a 7, 8 pair here, so that just makes this a 1 and this a 5. So this can't be a 5. This is a 9 and a 1. This is the last spot for a 9 in the box. Okay, we need 4 digits left for this column, which are a 2, 4, 7, 8. This can be any of them, it looks like. This can't be a 2, so this is 4, 7, 8. This is 4, 7, 8, because it can't be a 2. And this is just 2, 4. Need 4 digits left for this row, which are 1, 7, 8, 9. This can't be a 1 or 9, so this is a 7 or an 8. This can be literally any of them. This could be any of them. This one can't be a 1, 7, or an 8, so this is a 9. Which leaves this is the only spot for 9 in this box. So this is 4, 7, 8. Wait, why can't this be a 4? Oh no, we have a 4. Whoops. No, it was 1, 7, 8. That's right. Okay. Let's see, this can't be a 1, so this could still be 4, 7, 8. And then this could be a 3, 4, 7, 8. This can't be a 7 or 8, so this is just a 3 or a 4. Oh, we have ourselves a 2, 3, 4 triple down here, so that only leaves the one number left for here, which is a 5. Although you could have seen that just from basic Sudoku. These 2 5s were looking down, these 2 5s were looking over, so that was the only spot left. This is just a pair here, which is what, a 4 and a 7? No, not a 7. We already have a 7. It's 4 and a 3. Okay, and then this one's just a 4 and a 3. All right, that makes this a 1, and this a 4, and this a 3, and this a 2 and a whoops, didn't mean to do that. This is a 4. This can no longer be a 3. So this is 1, 7, 8. This can't be a 1, so this is just 7, 8. That makes this a 1 here. These can't be 4. This is just an 8, which makes this a 7 and a 3 and an 8 and a 7 and a 7 and an 8 and a 4 and an 8 and a 7. Oh, gotta hit the right key. And then finally over here we have a 2, and we're done. All right, that was interesting. I've never done that rule set before. I mean, it was a pretty straightforward one. I mean, once you realize that when they cross, there's only one spot for the numbers to go, like this 3. So that really gets the ball rolling there. And then from there, you have to kind of remember that stuff is pointing, even if you don't mark it. I guess I could have just corner marked everything, but that seemed a little overkill. And maybe it would have sped it up, but that's all right. That wasn't too bad. It was a definitely interesting puzzle. Thanks to Bremster for creating the puzzle. There will be a link to the puzzle in the description. I believe this is part of a puzzle pack, so I'll also try to put the entire pack link down there. And if you're enjoying the videos, remember to leave a like, subscribe, follow, and let me know how you did with this one.